You know, guys, we really appreciate you coming out for this. I mean, I know it was a bit of a drive for you guys, and we're really glad to be able to put this show on.
Yeah, we had a blast covering you guys this year, and I can't wait to get the show started. It's been really cool having all the coverage of us and the interviews put together and that stuff, so thanks a lot.
Yeah, the three of us, we took it upon ourselves to name Broadcaster of the Year.
Yeah, there were a lot of factors that went into it, but we finally got narrowed down to one.
Oh, that's really sweet of you guys. You shouldn't have.
Yeah, so who'd you pick?
It wasn't easy.
Yeah, you guys are finalists.
I mean, you're both in the top 3 easy.
Oh my gosh, you guys, they even gave me a medal.
Welcome to the 5th Down season finale. I'm Paul Gerke.
And I'm Jeff Schaefer. All season long, we've been bringing you high school football highlights. Tonight, we're wrapping up the 2011 campaign with a half-hour special.
And as you saw, we're not taking home any hardware, but we are giving some out. We'll crown our first annual 5th Down Player of the Year.
And the 3 finalists are all in studio. They are Caleb Zimmer from Hillman, Grant Price, Mayo's quarterback, and Tyler Samuels, the running back out of Tawas.
We'll talk to all 3 of them a little later in the show, but first it's time to start our season recaps.
Yep, first up, a few teams who dealt with more than their fair share of struggles in 2011, Alpena, Rogers City, and Posen.
Let's kick off our year in review at Wildcat Stadium. Alpena hadn't won more than 3 games in any season since 2004, and this year was no exception. Jason Doobie's squad lost its all-time leading rusher and all-time leading passer in 2010, and the Cats were unable to fill the vacancies on offense. The defense also struggled, surrendering the most points in school history. They finished the season 1-8, closing the campaign on a 7-game losing streak. The lone bright spot came in Week 2 when Alpena defeated Sault Ste. Marie 27-19, propelled by Ashton Deaver's 2 touchdowns and 198 yards of total offense. Also of note, Tom Dealey had a tremendous senior season, racking up 652 yards on the ground to go along with 5 TDs. His 89 tackles were also enough to make him the all-time leading tackler in school history.
About 40 miles north in Rogers City, the Hurons' last season in the Straits Area Conference was a forgettable one. First-year coach Joe Fairbanks was in trouble right away. Due to lack of participation, the school had to go without a JV team and move everyone up to varsity. That inexperience led to Rogers City's first ever 0-9 finish. Like the Wildcats, the Hurons also allowed more points than ever before, but there's always a silver lining. Senior Lance Shadig rushed for 692 yards and 6 scores, and QB Chad Karsten finished with nearly 1,000 yards through the air and 7 TDs of his own.
Posen's third year playing 8-man football didn't start very well, but Wayne Karsten's squad recovered nicely. Injuries and mistakes caused the Vikings to start 0-6, but they won 2 of their last 3 contests, clinching a playoff spot in the first ever MHSAA-sanctioned 8-man playoff. Unfortunately, Posen didn't make it out of the first round. They lost 38-3 to Cedarville. Top performers for the Vikes included senior Nathan Leonard and sophomore Brandon Dietz, along with tackling machine Tyler Kufel.
Now, injuries were a problem for all 3 of those schools this season, and now we'll take a closer look at a guy who knows a thing or two about injuries. Caleb Zimmer, Hillman's feature back, was banged up all year, but he still racked up over 1,300 yards on the ground, making him a finalist for our 5th Down Player of the Year.
Number 24, Caleb Zimmer. Let's go!
I love making the plays on defense. Running to glory when you're on offense. My junior year, the running backs, they graduated, so I tried out for it, and it just so happened that it was a great position for me to play.
Nice job, way to run.
I love the hit. If there's no hole, make a hole.
Zimmer the ball player.
I try to bust it in the open field, and when I do, I'm gone. This is the best feeling in the world.
Nice job, Caleb. Just keep it up, all right?
I love going downtown and people remind you of plays that you made. It gives you a sense of pride for your school and your community, and it makes you want to play better. It makes you want to play harder.
1, 2, 3, helmet!
Playing with my teammates over the past years, it brought us together, it made us grow up fast. We treat each other like brothers. We're all family. It's been an honor to play with them. All of our success that we had over the season, I'm gonna miss everything. The noise, the smell, being under the lights, all the fans cheering when I'm playing underneath that Hillman jersey is what I'm going to miss the most.
And I think Hillman's going to miss this guy a lot too. Caleb Zimmer joining us now on set. And Caleb, you know, you're a pretty mellow guy. You're pretty soft-spoken. But as people just saw on the field, you're not afraid to hit or get hit. So, I mean, where do you get that edge on the gridiron?
I just love to play the sport. That's my one of my favorite parts is the hits.
As we mentioned earlier, you've dealt with some adversity as far as injuries go this year. Your team's dealt with a lot of that too. And people always say adversity builds character. So, I mean, how have you changed as a player and as a person during your senior season?
I had to, you know, after the injuries, I had to play harder, gain what I lost. And not only did I have to play harder, but my team did too, to make up for what we were missing.
And, you know, you're here largely because of your own play, of course, and you know, your feet's on the gridiron, but you're also active in the community. You do some coaching for the little guys. So, I mean, what is it that you like about being able to do that?
I want our football program to be great when after I leave, you know, and just by doing that, that's what I have to input on that.
Now, you know, your dad's here to watch the show, and he was a running back at Hillman. You were a running back at Hillman now as well. Does he ever give you any kind of grief? Does he ever say, oh, well, I could have made that play, or like, I would have done it this way, any stuff like that?
Not really. He does a very good job coaching me. He tells me what I do wrong, and he tells me what I do right, and then he tells me how to fix the things that I do wrong.
Well, he's clearly done a very good job helping you out, and we'll reveal our player of the year later on in the show. Could be Caleb, could be one of our other two candidates. But up next, we'll take you down to the Huron Shores Conference for a recap of the league's second season. Stay tuned.